This question comes from Mark, who asks, what would happen if the government tied the value of the dollar to the joule, and the only way to earn money was by generating power on a stationary bike or a hand crank? Mark, I hope you like cardio. Actually, you should probably bring an oxygen tank, because you aren't just asking for a new currency. You're asking the global economy to admit it's finally run out of breath. You've just turned the world into a literal hamster wheel, moving us from the gold standard to the sweat standard. The chaos starts at the dinner table. Under the Joule Standard, every dollar in your bank account represents a specific unit of physical work. Let's say $1 equals 1 megajoule. To earn that single dollar on a stationary bike, a healthy adult has to pedal vigorously for about 45 minutes. That is your new minimum wage, $1.33 an hour, provided you don't stop to wipe your brow. Normally, technology would bridge the gap, but in your world, only human-generated energy is recognized. This is where you hit the thermodynamic trap. You might imagine your bank balance growing with every rotation of the crank. It isn't. In our current world, we use money to buy food to get energy. In Mark's world, you have to spend energy to get money just to buy the calories you already burned. You are now a battery that costs more to charge than it provides in voltage. This is where the walking ghost phase of the economy begins. You wake up and realize your bank account is $3 lower than when you went to bed, simply because your heart kept beating while you slept. Your body burns energy just to stay warm. In this economy, existing is a subscription service you can't unsubscribe from. Within the first week, the Metabolic Tax creates a feral, desperate energy. If you can't pedal fast enough to outrun your own basal metabolic rate, your balance hits zero and the lights go out. Literally, the social hierarchy undergoes a surreal reversal. The billionaire CEO with the digital portfolio is now poorer than the local high school track star. We would see the rise of the Caloric Elite. Michael Phelps wouldn't be a retired swimmer. He would be the wealthiest man on the planet, a human central bank capable of earning more in a single afternoon than a desk worker could generate in a month. Professional sports would stop being entertainment and start being the new Wall Street. As the system frays, we reach the lethal zone of physics. Behind the glass doors of the new power slums, thousands of people are pedaling just to keep the city's life support running. But the math remains undefeated. If a farmer has to burn 500 calories of money to harvest a potato that only provides 200 calories of energy, the farmer goes bankrupt and starves. The economy doesn't just slow down, it freezes in a cryogenic state of hunger. We would realize, quite painfully, that we tried to turn the laws of physics into a legal mandate. An economy doesn't collapse because people stop working. It collapses when the cost of staying alive is higher than the value of the life itself. You'd find yourself at a grocery store, clutching a handful of megajoules, realizing they won't even buy the apple you need to pedal for the next hour. Eventually, the cranks would stop turning. We would stop bartering our sweat for digits and start over with something real. On the other hand, there is a silver lining. If the digital ledgers are erased because the grid ran out of human breath, your student loans and your mortgage have also vanished. You are standing in the ruins of a global gym, clutching a hand crank and bartering for a potato. But hey, at least your debt is gone. Because in the end, money was never the paper, the gold, or the jewels. It was the yes we all said to each other every morning when we went to work. And Mark, once your pulse becomes a luxury you can't afford, the story finally ends. We were always just trading our time for a story, and in your world, we finally ran out of time.